Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 7 of Medieval Dynasty. Today our goal is to finish wooing our wife, scout out some new villagers to fill in some of the roles that we're lacking in, and see about possibly getting some animal production up and running so that we don't have to buy fertilizer anymore. If there's time, I would like to try to find a cave to get us some copper to upgrade our tools, but we'll see how it pans out. Alrighty, and here we are spawned in. I did finish cooking up some meat the last time I was here, right before I logged off. So we do have some roasted meat. We got 38 of it, which matches up with our 38 wooden plates. We just need to grab some onions. We're gonna need 90-ish, I think, for that. Let's see here. Well, we've definitely got them, so let's go with 100. That might not be enough, but it's going to be better than what we've got on hand right now. So we are going to cook up some of this food because we're going to need to take some with us on our trip. And I don't know if we want to set out right away looking for villagers, because I'm not entirely sure what our time is going to look like. Now, I know with our wooing of romance that there used to be a spreadsheet that told you based on their personality and or their responses, you could peg their personality, and it would tell you which answers to pick for the most beneficial responses. And I'm sure that that is still a resource out there somewhere, probably even updated, but I am specifically trying to avoid things like that. I have no problems with min-maxing, but that feels a little too cheaty to me. If you want to look up those for your own playthrough, do not feel guilty. It's a game. It's meant to be fun. I just have more fun trying to figure it out myself. So no shade there to those that want to use it, but I'm sure that it exists if that is something that interests you. I try to do as little off-camera as possible, because I want you guys to see, at least for the uncut streams, everything that I'm doing. So one, you know there's no shady shenanigans going on, but two, sometimes the nitty-gritty is a little confusing. And in this particular, this particular instance isn't, but if there's something that you're stuck on, you can see exactly how I did what I did, provided it's all on camera. But for the cut versions, stuff like this just gets chopped. I do think, though, that going forward in gameplay, anytime that we harvest flax, I am going to go ahead and harvest it at the end of the stream. Possibly even off-stream. Or not harvest it, but thresh it. That way y'all don't have to sit through 7 minutes of me beating flax with a stick. Because that was heinous. I did not expect us to get that much or for it to take that long. Of course, I also didn't expect it to take us half a season to harvest and replant either. That was... I may have gone a little overboard on the field. Just saying. You know what, we're going to put all but like 10 of this in there. So that's going to give us, because it's plus 2 health, so 10 will give us 20 health. It's a fifth of our health bar, in case we do something stupid. And I mean, it's me, so something stupid's going to happen. That's just the way of it. He's got 10 axes too. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move our point, just so it's easier to figure out where we're going. I'm going to try to straight line this as much as possible. Now, we could grab some rocks and things to sell some stuff once we get there. You know what? We're going to postpone this trip for tomorrow, because I just remembered that I don't want to hire anybody to live in our house. You know what? We could build another house. Let's build another house. Let's do that instead and save the trip for tomorrow. Because if we hire somebody and we put them in with Erica, I am worried that she will be smitten with them as opposed to us, which will cause some problems in the wooing process. I don't know if that's how it works, but I'm worried that that's how it works, and I don't want to deal with that fallout. And finish off our doorway. Alright. Now something we could do is come on over here and see if we can't take out one of those Wincent. Nah. Let's make ourselves some more arrows first. Related to the marriage thing, but it was not. 3 arrows. Are you serious? Oh, that's gonna make 30. Oh my. Okay. I did not realize it made them in bunches of 10. Well, then we have plenty, and we can just throw the rest of this back in storage. Stuff left on our bow. I did have to turn off the music, guys. I apologize for that. YouTube didn't like it. It yelled at me for having the music. So, it had to go away. I had to mute part of our first stream because of it. I had it low, but it was there, and I really like the ambiance of the music, but, yeah, if YouTube's gonna get angry, there's no point. Because it's gonna go bad soon. Alright, so this is actually... Oh, shit, this is gonna make it the next season, which means we've got crop stuff to do. Cool. Six buildings were damaged. Fantastic. I still have not figured out how to repair buildings. That is something that, I should probably focus on soonish. So we planted a crap ton of can. We can build a second storage, so we might wind up making a second material storage. And a second food storage. But with the second material storage, we could split out, like, you know, here's rocks, here's wood kind of a thing. Okay, that's ridiculous. So we want to carry as much as we can without being overburdened. So how much does 1 cabbage weigh? 0.2? So we're going to do some basic math here. If it's 0.2 per cabbage, and we are at 29, we'll call that 0.1, just because, or well, we'll call it 0.2 for even math. So if we're at 29.2, and we can carry 65, so let's see, what's 65 minus 29.2 divided by 0.2? We can carry 179 cabbages. With 0 overburdened. So we're going to take those up here and sell them. Anything behind the house, to be completely honest. Oh, hi, Nicole. I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention. Yes, I do have backpacks equipped. Oh, there's a compost bin on the crafting wheel. That is super useful. Herbs get stored in resource shed. Okay. Oh, yeah, I just tossed the bags in there because I didn't really have anywhere else to throw them at the moment. They'll get moved out here shortly. Compost bin is a thing in... Where did you say it was? The crafting wheel has a compost bin. So let's look at random. Containers, maybe? Sack, bundle, wicker basket, chest. Nope. Miscellaneous? Compost bin. You are correct. Well, I believed you or I wouldn't have bothered to look. But, yeah, that is definitely a thing that I feel like we need to build. The herbs, I haven't put the herbalism shack up yet. I need to get us some more villagers before I get too serious about that. And most of the ones here have kind of poop stats, so I haven't really been on top of it just yet. I totally forgot to talk to Erica before we left, too. We just built another house to give them, a place to stay.
Goods in the valley.
So let's sell off some cabbage. And we'll sell off a bunch of cabbage seed, because Lord knows we have enough. We do have a little bit of rot on us. That's good. Okay, so that's going to square us up. Let's see if anybody different came in the new season. I don't think that's how it works, but I've been wrong before. We got a 3 in fishing, which we don't care about. And we've got a 3 in diplomacy, which we already have a 3 in fishing, and we already have a 3 in diplomacy. So these guys are not as useful as I would like. But I definitely am going to build that compost bin. So I think we can use some of our excess stuff for that. The food that's almost rotted and things of that nature. Now, somebody pointed out to me... Well, hello, Mr. Boar. That I always say, if you learned anything useful or if you were entertained, please drop a like, and if you're feeling friendly, subscribe at the end of my video. And putting it at the end is apparently not a good idea because most people bail at the end before you get to there. So I'm going to start putting that towards the middle. So for those of you that are hanging out and watching, if you learn anything useful out of this, or if you have a good time, please drop a like. It really does help. And if you're feeling super friendly, maybe a subscribe. I would be ever appreciative. Let's compliment our smile. And that looks like that's all the further that we can get. We're at 94. Maybe we have to be all the way to 100% now. There used to be a chance if you were lower. But I'm thinking that's not a thing anymore. Now, based on how much food we currently have, but if we use all of our fertilizer just for this XP, I'm worried that we might have some issues next season. Well, we'll just have to purchase some, I suppose. I need to research whether or not you get XP for farming if you have people doing it for you. Because that could be... If you get XP when they do it, then yeah, we're just going to start having them do it. Even if it's a little bit less XP, as long as we're getting XP. As there are many, many other things that we could be doing that would be more useful. Well, not more useful, but would be useful. So if they were more useful, I'd be doing them instead. But they will become more useful if I don't have to do this. I wonder if we can find a crop. We'll have to look at the bag to see if we can find a crop that we can plant in fall that will be ready in spring. I highly doubt it because that's not how the real world works, but video game logic, it might be a thing. It's too bad there's not like turnips or something. I mean, they grow in Russia. And Russia's friggin' cold in the winter. I don't know, when is turnip season for anybody that might know more about Russia than I do, which is not difficult. I don't know a terrible lot other than the stereotypes, which we all know are not usually very accurate. So, we're looking for something that is autumn to spring. Rye! So we need 100 rye. So we can actually plant this season. I made myself a liar. I apologize. I do still want to do the other things that we were talking about, though. But I think based on how fast food rots in food storage, and based on how much cabbage we actually have, and the fact that it resets to 100% when you make something out of it, that we are going to go full-on flax in the spring. We're not going to bother with doing onions, I don't think. I mean, we're going to need more meat that way, but we already have several hundred meat in there, so that's not going to hurt anything. But I definitely want as much flax as possible, because those seeds are a friggin' moneymaker. Okay. For 750, so that drops us back to 1,300. So we're slightly above what we started the season at. And we've sold off a couple of trips of our, cabbage. But we still have like 1,000 left, so I'm not super worried about it.
Newcomer. Hello there.
He's not been feeling too well. Bring him some mushrooms or herbs. Okay, so what does he actually want? Mushroom treatment. 1 plantain, 4 fly agarics, so those are the red with the white spots, and 2 St. John's wort. And how long do we have to do it? This season. So we'll try... I think there's some fly agaric down by where we live. I know there's some St. John's wort, because we keep accidentally picking the damn stuff. Nope, those are parasols. There, those are flat. Nope, those are red pine. They work for food in a pinch. Not that we really need any more food. That was kind of foolish now that I think about it. But it is what it is. The only thing that we really don't have a lot of up here are the plantains. I mean, we've got some, but not like they are down by the river. Oh, he only needed 1. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I do really enjoy the effects that they added here. Like the leaves and things for fall, or autumn, as they call it. I think autumn is actually the proper name. I think fall's an American thing. So, you know, we can't call things by what they were originally called. We just can't. We have to make up our own stuff. Like the whole whiskey with an E and whiskey without an E argument. I think it's funny how they have all of these... They've really prettied the game up. They have all these cool textures. They have all these neat effects going on now. The fireflies, the leaves. But if you look inside the bag in our hand, the rye in the bag looks like a JPEG that was shaped to fit the mouth of the bag. It really does. It doesn't move at all. It doesn't go down. It doesn't... nothing. It just made me giggle looking at it. Still, though, they have made leaps and bounds on this game since the last time I played it. It is... The last time I played it, it was clearly still in production. It was definitely an early access. I can't remember if it was advertised as that or not, but it definitely was. But now it actually looks like a real game. I mean, they've done phenomenal with it. And I'm very excited to be playing it again. Especially with all the new stuff. It's basically like playing a new game again. I mean, I don't remember there being... There may have been, and I just didn't use it. But I don't even remember there being a compost bin before, so that's neat. The animals used to be broken. They didn't have mounts. You didn't get attempted murdered by other humans. That wasn't a thing. All the other humans were villagers, and they didn't attack you. There weren't random... loot things that you could find out in the environment. Like, they've changed so much. And so far, all of it's for the better. Which is rare. It is very rare that we find changes that I don't absolutely find something wrong with at some point. I am as bad about that as the next gamer. Alright, Erica, is today the day? Let's save. Are you home?
How can I help you?
You're at 94. Affection is maxed out. Oh. Bam! We're married. That was easy. So it was an option for most of that. I just didn't realize that that's what the top option was. Oh, I really hope this doesn't pass the day or the season. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Okay. Well, there's... for the first 2 years of infant life, which makes... So yeah, the first 2 years that she has a kid, she can't work. Looks particularly damaged? Like this? Repair. Sticks. Okay. So it must have to be below a certain amount. So then does this one take straw? Yeah. I think it has to be below a certain amount before you can actually repair it. Because that says 96, but it doesn't have the option to repair it with anything. So this one's going to be sticks. This one's probably also going to be sticks. Yes. There we go. There we go. Everything's repaired up. And we got the crops planted, so let's see about that journey that we were talking about. Alright, so we're headed this way. Now, is this over mountains? Oh, this is where we encountered those wolves on the first day where we got just absolutely raffle stomped. So let's try to do better. We've got our arrows, we've got our fancy bow. I think we can handle this. Of course, I thought we could handle it last time too, and that did not go well, but, you know. We've grown since then, right? Yeah, I see you, birds. There's a wolf. So what do you think? Do we... Yeah, let's try and drop him. Ah! Look at us. We are way better than we used to be. On account of we're not dead. Good thing we made that extra stone knife, because we just lost that one. Now, if I remember right, there were actually 2 wolves that spawned here. Because that's what got us killed. But maybe spawns aren't static? Nope. Nope, there he is. I don't think he saw us, though. I mean, we could kill him too, but there's no real point. Because I don't think we're going to be coming back this way. So we'll just leave him to his own devices. So maybe spawns are a little bit more static than I thought. I know that they spawn in certain areas, and they do wander. He's on the friggin' road. What a jackass. So my number one issue, I think, with missing the shots with the bow is not being patient enough to get close enough. I don't think it drains stamina until I actually draw. I'm worried that that fence is going to interfere with the shot. Ah! Well, we got hit once that time. But we still got him. So we don't have any quests up here, it doesn't look like, but we do have... Oh, there's a miner up here. I think that's what that symbol means. A repairer and a miner, maybe? What you got?
You have only goods of the highest quality.
Some tools is all he has. So let's sell these off. We can sell this off. Let's sell that, it's heavy. Let's sell those, we got plenty back home. Same with that. Meat we should probably hold on to. Let's sell off the shitty stone axe. And the hammer that's about to break. That'll free us up some weight. So let's... So we need to re-equip a stone axe, and we need to re-equip a hammer. So that I don't try to use them later and find out that we don't have them. Okay, so where's our mining guy? Oh, he was still in the hut. her. She was still in the hut. Okay, so she's got bronze. She's got plenty of clay. She's got salt. A lot of stone, some tin, some copper. Copper's expensive. 18 for the ore or 45 for the... Oh my god, look at the weight on that. Oh no, it's only one apiece. Okay. I really wish that they showed per over here, but that's alright. Should we take some copper ore back? What's 18 and 18? So that'd be 16, 36? It's actually cheaper to buy the copper ore and turn it into bars ourselves, actually. But it's going to be more weight carrying it back because it's 2 to 1. So do we save the money or do we... That's a hell of a choice, isn't it? But we could start getting some copper tools if we bought some. How much can we afford? We can actually buy everything she's got for 1,500. But we can't carry 87. How much can we carry? So we're almost to 30, which means that we have 35 available. So let's buy 30 of it. And see what we can do with that. Actually, let's buy 31. Because I think we have a copper at home. A single one. So that's a chunk of our money, but I think it's an investment. I feel like that's not a waste because we haven't been to any caves yet, and we could do that, but we have other things that I'm trying to do currently that would interfere with. Here's an excavator, so let's definitely hire him. And then what do you do, Amelia? You don't do anything. You are not as useful as I had hoped. Okay, our bow's taken some damage, but we do still have a spare at home, so I'm not too worried about that. So we're actually going to pull her off of what she's on. Wait, can we double up on that? Because if we can double up on that, we can just add him to it. Excavation shed. Yeah, we can double up on that, so we'll put him in there too. And then we can assign him one of the houses. That one's been there the longest, so I think I know which one that is. So let's go ahead and move you in. And there we go. So from here... Oh, there's another quest in Denica. Or is that our turn-in? So if we follow the river, we could get to Jezerica. So let's give that a try. And we still need to find those red, white spotted mushrooms. So we'll keep an eye out for that while we're going. It's more of the pine. So it would make sense if they put the red pine mushrooms and the deciduous trees, or the coniferous trees, and put something else in the deciduous for nature's sake. But I would imagine that the red pine would be in with the conifers because, you know, pine. There's a piggy. That was right between the eyes, too. That was a good shot. Alright. Yeah, that's more red pine. So maybe they're not. Maybe they're region-based. Wait. There it is. Fly agaric. Okay, that's one. How many do we need? We need 4. There aren't any more around here. Are you kidding me? 1 mushroom? What are you? Are you another boar? You are, with some foxes and some other stuff around. Okay, so we know that these red mushrooms are around here. Nope. If he's going to turn away, I'm not going to shoot him. So now we have 2. We only need 2 more. There's 1. Make sure we're not... Ah, fuck. One. And 2. I didn't want to kill him, but I didn't want to get attacked by him either. So we still have room for 2 more villagers. and I would like to pick them up, but I want useful ones. And we have everything for Dude's quest, so we're going to head back to the water and follow it down to talk to the people at that other village, and then we will try to fast travel back up to the village that's right by our town. I think that'll be the most efficient way to handle this, and hopefully get it all done before nightfall. I guess we'll see how it plays out, but... Hey, you guys have any hobos I can borrow? Is that a jeweler? We might have to buy something for our wife. Alright, what do you guys have? Oh, let's see. You are a farmer. We want you badly. Thank you. You are a hunter. We can take you to replace my wife while she's preggers. And you are useless. So yeah, we're taking you. Excellent. So now, before they get too upset on their travels, so she's a farmer, so we're going to assign her a house here with this guy. And we're going to assign her a workplace of the farm shed. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to assign this guy the last open house. So we need a female companion for him. We're going to assign him to the hunting lodge with Erica, because Erica's not going to be working here very shortly. Okay, so that means that for our fields, we're going to have to actually do something about... Oh, yeah, they're already set up because I already planted them. So yeah, we'll just leave them be. It's fine. Okay, now let's go to this ring-looking icon and see if we can get a present for our wife while we're in town.
Hail, friend. My wares never disappoint.
Glass beads. Can be given to a woman during flirting. Glamorous ring. That is way too expensive. All of this is way too expensive. We love our wife, but we are not going to break the village bank for her just yet. You give it another year or two and we'll be sturdy enough that we can afford some of that, but right now that would harm the village. And one person's happiness is not worth the entire village.
Hello.
I need a ride. I need to go back to Danica. What? Oh, it's going to cost me extra gold because I've got, because I'm overburdened. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, I guess that's the thing that happened. Now, of course, the first copper tools are going to be mine. And then we'll worry about theirs once we have a steady supply. But I feel like it would be a poor decision to give them the copper tools and carry around stone ourselves. Oh my god, I forgot to turn in that quest while we were there. I always forget something. It's always something. We were almost home, too. We were over halfway. But if I don't turn it in now, I'll forget about it, and that experience and points is going to be important. How are we doing on Dynasty points, anyway? Oh, we're over 3,000. That's pretty good. Oh, we have as many workers as we can currently have, apparently. So we can't get any more until we get our Dynasty up anyway. So that throws off the animals. The animals are getting kiboshed until we can increase how many people we can support, because I am not dealing with that on my own. But I mean, the main target today was to get married, which we did. Was to get our farms tilled, which we did. What is this? I don't even know what it is. And to get some more villagers, which we did. So I feel like we've accomplished everything except for potentially looking into the animal buildings. Oh, I didn't try to head for the mine yet. Or the cave, to see if I could find it. Okay. So I think the shovel we can wait on, because we only really use the shovel here at base. The sickle probably for the same reason, and the hoe probably for the same reason. So we will make a copper hammer. Which we also only use those at base, but we go through quite a bit of them. And another copper knife, I guess. And we'll see about maybe some copper arrows, but I feel like we need to be careful with our copper because we don't have a steady source of it yet. Okay, so what can we make here? Breads! Okay, okay, flour. And buckets of water. Okay, okay. So now we have a use for our flour. Wait. No, we don't have enough technology to purchase any of those recipes. Pies are a long ways off. And tarts are a long ways off. Okay, so we can't do anything with the oven. What can we do? Oh, but we could make the soups here. Okay. Okay. Yep. So let's start with these. We need 90 onions and 30 roasted meat. Do we have a way to roast meat in here? No. Alrighty. Well, we never did get around to the cave. And that's going to be a little bit disappointing, but we'll see about doing that next time. Because we still also have to hunt a moose and a wincent. And I'm wondering if we don't do that during winter when we have more time to kill. We're not scrambling around trying to get all this other stuff done. Because remember, we're not planting in the winter. None of our crops are going to come up until spring. So we can't even till in the winter. So we're going to have 3 whole days to do our running around. But I think I'm probably going to cook up all of the food that we have based on our current plates and bowls. I'm not going to make any more. But I am going to fill what we have just so that the food storage is topped up. So I'm probably going to end the stream here tonight, guys. I know it's a little bit early, but I don't want to make you sit through me cooking food. It's going to be ridiculous. Especially since, I mean, we've got so much of it. We've got 35 of these to go, and then 35 again for the plates, and then we're going to do the same thing for the bowls. And there's like 80 of those. So I don't want to make everybody sit through that. It's going to be super boring. So if you learned anything useful today, or if you were entertained, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe drop a subscribe. And we will see you next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day.